Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. Actually, this will be a re-ink review. Today we are looking at a another yellowish greenish ink. This one is from Diamine Cult Pens exclusive Diamine Greed. It's got some copperish gold shimmer in it. It's very nice. That is a sign that we are live. We're just going to mute that. Okay, let's take a look at today's ink. Here we are. Nice undergold with a nice rose gold shimmer on top. Really nice amount of shading going on. Really nice, just super sparkly. Here's our ink swatch. Water resistance test shows it does have a little bit of water resistance. I might consider using this on the outside of an envelope. Here's our toilet paper chromatography. It's got some weird gray bit going on here, along with that shimmer and some greenish color coming out. And then there's some yellow, maybe even some like chartreuse coming through. And even just like a little, well, you can't really see it, but just the tiniest hint of like dark green coming out along the edge. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at some paper review. Eaton's Coruscable bound typewriter paper, 20 pounds. Oops. This one looks like yesterday's kind of a little bit. Nice amount of shading, a little bit of sheen, a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of bleeding and ghosting. Maromon Namasani, 80 GSM, really beautiful. Looks like yesterday's without the shimmer. With the shimmer, sorry. Beautiful shading, shimmer, a little bit of bleeding and ghosting. This is a copper plate graph pad from johnneilbooks.com. Looks just like yesterday's a little bit, except it's got shimmer in. Really nice. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Rhodia dot pad, 80 GSM. Looks really nice. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. We're supposed to be getting some rain here in a minute. I'm waiting. Oxford single subject notebook paper. Really nice amount of shimmer, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. CVS caliber filler paper. Really nice amount of shimmer, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Really nice amount of shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Pelican Hub notepad. Really nice amount of shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Perfect. Kokuyo business paper. 64 GSM. Really nice amount of shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. .68 GSM Tomoe River. I'm sorry, this is the Nanami 7 Seas. 68 GSM Tomoe River. Really nice. Beautiful amount of shading, a little bit of shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. And the jot envelopes from the Dollar Tree. Beautiful. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading. Barely any feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, let's do some books. Muji paper. Really nice. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Arch Red Olive, 160 GSM notebook paper. Really nice amount of shimmer and shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Perfect. This keeps happening. Please stand by. My nail keeps getting caught on my shorts. It's driving me crazy. Okay, M. Shoy, 120 GSM notebook paper. Looks almost exactly like yesterday's. This is why I wanted to review it. It's got a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Anecdote notebook paper. Really nice amount of shimmer, shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Dang it. I have a freaking itchy back today. That's about to rain, I can tell. Because my one vertebra that's probably broken is really inflamed right now. It's like, oh, it's gonna rain. Let's just like inflame twice its size and be annoying. Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. Beautiful amount of shimmer and shading. No feathering, no bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Sip. Ayush 100 GSM notebook paper. Yes, Ayush 100 GSM notebook paper. This one had a little trouble. I don't know why. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Alright, here we have the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. This one had a little tiny bit of feathering going on just right there. A little bit of shading, a little bit of shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Wexford Walgreens Pharmacy. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Perfect. Okay. This is Midori MD paper. Really nice amount of shimmer and shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Taizo Premium notebook paper. Beautiful shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. 68 GSM Real Tomoe River, the old school Tomoe River. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Leuchtturm 1917 plain. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, so it has occurred to me that I haven't shown you my Hobonichi the last couple days, so please don't read. Don't read. Just kind of look at how the ink performs. Try and give you a sneaky peek. This was Noodler's Green Cactus. seized gearbox. Golden Sands, which was a fail. Currently, it's on the warming table. And then yesterday's ink, Tiger Eye. Let's see. Tiger's Eye. Looks really nice. And then today's ink is Greed. So, yesterday's ink kind of bled and ghosted through this paper, which is naughty. And then Golden Sands was just a total fail. I don't know why. It looks like some sort of Ferris wheel press ink. It's not supposed to look like that. And the day before's did happen to come through in some places. So you can definitely bet that I will not be doing this again next year. I don't have time. I'm 42 years old. I don't have time. Okay, let's do a comparison panel to see where this ink lies. It's gonna definitely be close to yesterday's, and yesterday we had a lot of success in the yellow department, so I think that we're gonna start with the yellow department and see if any inks jump out at us. A little bit more light on the subject. Okay. Maybe you bump up the brightness just a little bit, or maybe too much. Okay. Right off the bat, it does look very close to yesterday's ink. I'm going to try and scooch this out of the way so we don't really see the shimmer too much, but we do see the shading that's going on. Definitely close to Gold Antiqua. And there's the one that I did before, and these totally don't even look like each other. So I don't know why, but maybe it was the pen that I used. Anyway, it's going in the bin because this is probably the worst. Most of the ink reviews that I do are the worst case scenario. So I use the wettest pen, I use the wettest feed, I use the wettest everything. So yours might vary a little lighter on depending on what pen you're using. I'm using my Serendipity with the Yovo broad nib. Hi Artboy, how are you doing today? Today's review is brought to us by our dear friend Artboy. Thank you so much for providing the ink for today's review. And as I was just showing them, that this is what it looked like when I did the previous review, but I think I did it with a stub nib. I can definitely tell that I did it with a stub nib, probably a pilot nib, and it looks nothing like this. So your mileage may vary. Your mileage may vary. Recovering from my birthday. When was your birthday? Did I write you a message for your birthday? When was your birthday? Did you have a birthday? Oh my gosh, I feel so embarrassed. Did I not write it down? I don't have anything on my schedule for your birthday. Did you have a birthday? When's your birthday? You can message me or tell me if you don't want people to know. But I have to tell you all right now that I have been avoiding social media like the plague that it is right now, because and the ink was provided to both of us for all thanks goes out to Charisse for providing the sample for this review. Your birthday was yesterday. Okay, why didn't I write that down? I'm gonna write that down. Gotta write these things down, otherwise I will forget. All day event. There we go. Now you're in there. Well, happy birthday to you. As soon as I'm done doing this review, I will write you a little letter. Speaking of birthdays, I've got your birthday present right here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This rotted cork is kind of close. It's a bit more yellow. Well, if you guys have a birthday that you want me to remember, let me know, so that way I can... Oh, this Tusla blue is a little dark. So I can write it down in my digital book, so that way, if when you have a birthday, that I can write you a little happy birthday message. The sugar kelp is kind of close. Queen and Castle's got this... Wait a minute. Okay, I know something's funny. I knew it was like a Ferris wheel press ink. What the fuck? Pardon my French. But what are you doing, Ferris wheel press? You little copycat. I know all about your tricks. I'm watching you. So if you can't afford the Diamine ink, maybe the Ferris wheel press, or vice versa? Yeah, so I know all about your tricks, Ferris wheel press. I'm on to you. I can feel it in my one good bone. Glittering gold is kind of close. Sunbeam is getting kind of close. Hiradori is getting kind of close. No. And Seize the Gearbox is even getting kind of close. Wow, this is definitely a yellow ink. I think that I'm going to leave it there, because I don't think this is a green ink anymore. I definitely think it's a yellow ink, or a yellowish greenish ink. So maybe I'll do like a really quick flip through. Okay, let me just it's like the first two. Let's see, floating log. No, 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 no. Inaho. Nope, that's it. And in all actuality, I think I'm going to move these ones to the yellow pile because except for that one can stay in the green pile. I don't think that maybe this olive green one can also stay, but I think that these ones are like a greenish yellow. These are definitely like yellowish green. But these ones belong in like their own category. Jupiter Vortex, maybe. I don't know. We'll just put those all together in like the top green department. Right next to the yellow department. Well, what did you guys think about today's ink? You guys think of thoughts about getting this ink? Do you have this ink? Let me know your thoughts about this ink in the comment section below. Anyhoozle, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members, Cynthia, Rahul, Wolf Katewitch, Arkboy, Vermilion Tees, Simply Obs, Lynette, and Womble Bumble Bee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description to my website, join the calligraphy class, check out the paper reviews page, join the Discord, and if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique or Atlas Stationers, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount, and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. And that just leaves me to say, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them, and I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, love you, bye.